Good evening. Today we welcome in our studios the Honourable Candice Bergen, leader of the Conservative Party of Canada and leader of the official opposition. Welcome and thank you so much for being here.
Wonderful to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. This is an exciting time for the party. How are you enjoying your time as the leader?
Well, I'm the leader in the interim, so it's not a permanent leadership position that I have, but it is, as you said, a very exciting time right now in our party. It was a bit of a difficult time right after the last election, and it became clear very quickly that there was going to be a need for an interim leader, so I'm glad that I could step up and provide the leadership to our caucus and our party in the interim. But we are in the middle of a race that's getting a lot of attention, a lot of excitement, a lot of people talking about the candidates, coming to rallies, and I believe it's because Canadians want hope. There are many Canadians that are not happy with the way the country's going, and they want hope. And I think that I know that Conservatives can offer that hope. So it's a very exciting and a very positive time.
Great. And the party is very popular in rural areas. How is the plan to become more popular in urban areas?
Well, we actually in the last election got more votes than the Liberals. And you're right, we do get a lot of seats in rural areas. We do have support in urban areas, but it's not as efficient, which means we're not able to get as many seats. Our votes are more spread out. But we do need to get more support in urban areas, and I think that there are a number of things that we can do. Much of our policy is aligned with people in urban areas, whether it's cracking down on crime, fiscal responsibility, national unity. Those are things that many people who live in urban settings are interested in. They're also interested in things around the cost of gas, for example, and inflation, and the cost of everything going up. So Conservatives are offering conservative policy to address those issues, and we just need to keep doing what I've been doing even over the last few days, meeting with people. I've been in Toronto yesterday, today I'm here tomorrow, meeting with people who live in our big cities, hearing their concerns, talking about interesting, innovative, and forward-looking solutions that Conservatives have. And I think that that's something that we can do. We don't need to change our policy. We need to listen to people, talk to people, and then just be the best party that we can be.
Awesome. And regarding the conflict in Ukraine, how do you see the relationship between Russia and Canada?
Well, we stand with Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine and against Putin. And let's be very clear, Putin does not represent all the people of Russia. This is not the people doing it. This is a tyrant and a very bad man doing some horrible things. So first and foremost, we stand with Ukraine, we stand with the people of Ukraine, and with the people in Russia who don't like what's happening either. And it's important on a number of levels. We have to provide every support that we can to Ukrainians. We have to provide them with any weapons, any military support that we can, humanitarian support. Conservatives have been saying that we need to be providing airspace protection over humanitarian corridors. I believe that we should be talking about that with our allies and our NATO allies. But we also, as a country, you asked about our relationship with Russia. We share an Arctic border with Russia. We have to be ensuring that our Arctic sovereignty and protection is strong and robust. It has been neglected. And so Conservatives are calling on the government to provide a robust protection and investments in our Arctic sovereignty. We also believe that now is a very good time, we believed it before, but now more than ever, for the world to get Canadian oil and gas. Instead of Russian gas in Europe, let's make sure Europeans have access to Canadian oil and gas and natural resources, because we extract it and transport it in the most sustainable and responsible way. So we believe as Conservatives, this is the time to get pipelines built and get Canadian oil and gas to the world.
And regarding the undocumented families, how is the plan on this issue when forming government?
Well, this is an issue that's ongoing, and I mean, I'm hearing that there's numbers as close to 1 million people are in Canada who are undocumented. What Conservatives want to see is multi-pronged. We want to see, first of all, a way for people who are here in Canada working, contributing, paying taxes, obviously following the laws of our land. We want to see those people have a path to permanent residency and citizenship in Canada. They contribute so much. And so the issue around them not being documented, it has to be solved, but not in a way where they're just sent back. There certainly are some people, we don't think that everybody who's undocumented should be able to stay in Canada. We believe in the laws of our land, and we believe those laws need to be followed. But there are so many people who are in Canada, even Portuguese people who are in Canada, contributing, being the labor that we need. And I'm from a riding in southern Manitoba, and skilled and unskilled labor is so important, and some of the skills that Portuguese people bring are very much needed in our labor market. So Conservatives want to find a way for Portuguese people and others to be able to stay in Canada, again, as long as they are following those basic requirements, following the law of the land, paying taxes, being contributing members of our Canadian society. We love to have a vast number of people helping in our labor markets and contributing to who we are as Canadians.
Yeah, that's great. And as you mentioned, we are a Portuguese media, so we have a lot of Portuguese people watching us, of course. Is there a final message that you would like to leave to the Portuguese community? Now is the time.
Well, I would say to the Portuguese community how much Conservatives value you and value the rich heritage that you bring, the beautiful culture that you bring, and make Canadian culture even better. And I understand that it's going to be Portuguese Heritage Month in June, which is really exciting, and I look forward to celebrating Portuguese Heritage Month. June 10th is Portuguese Heritage Day, and so I just look forward to celebrating that with all of the Portuguese community and others around the country who, like me, celebrate all of the diversity and the wonderful freedom that we have in Canada. Freedom to believe, to worship, to raise our families, to work, to be successful. That's who we are as Canadians, and so I just want to tell the Portuguese community how important you are to being that fabric, part of that fabric here in Canada.
Okay, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
Wonderful to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you.